Hello, YouTube. Good afternoon. It is Sunday, and I'm recording this the same day I'm posting it because I just got home. So, this video is going to be about my no-spend winter. I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and the rules of doing it. But I'm going to do so while cleaning up my house. I did get a job, guys. I got a job. It is a temporary job. I don't know how long it's going to be temporary. It could become perm. I don't know. But I did get a temporary job. I'm still waiting to hear back from a couple of the jobs, by the way. But I have a feeling that if they didn't call me, they're not interested. But this is a temporary role at the time being. So, for the time being. So, because I got this job, and most of the jobs I've interviewed for all had some component of working from home. I do not have a proper work from home setup. As you can see, I have this stupid desk here. My printer's there. I'm gonna get rid of that printer because it's too big. I was using that for my notary business, but since I'm not doing that anymore, I'm gonna get rid of that printer and get a smaller one. And therefore, I'm redoing this space here. Later this week, I think Thursday or Friday, I am getting a new desk and a chair to come into this small section here. This table right here is only 32 inches. The desk I'm getting is 40 inches, 40 by 20. This one is 32 by 16, so it's gonna be bigger. And then I got a nice ergonomic chair. I had a great setup in my old place. If you go to the other channel, you see I had a great setup in my old place. But I don't have a separate office now. So my big standing desk no longer fits. It is 60 inches, 5 feet. It will not fit in this space. And even if it did, I can't raise it to standing height because of the sloped walls. So I opted for a nice new 40-inch desk. I think it has shelves too. But because I'm doing that, I need to shuffle my furniture around. And I need to do that to set up so when the stuff comes in, I can just build the furniture and put it up and be done with it. Therefore, today I'm going to be moving the furniture around while I tell you about the no-spend winter. I'm already tired. So let's get it. Let's get to it. So like I've said, I am doing a no spend winter challenge. And in this video, I want to talk about what that means. So if you've been thinking about spending more intentionally, rebuilding your savings, or just simplifying your life a bit, this might be the video you want to watch all the way to the end. And maybe you even want to join me on this journey. So let me give you some context. On August 28th, I was let go from my job to no fault of my own, but the company is just downsizing. They are not making any money. That's to their own fault, by the way. And they just let me and a couple of other people go. And so I went through this period of unemployment, which is, like I said, ending. And I really have been analyzing what that meant for me with my finances and just life in general. If you've been between jobs before, you know how heavy and unpredictable that can feel. And I had to use my savings to get through it, which I am kind of proud of. I did not need to borrow money. I didn't have to go to any social services. All of that was because of the car accident I had before. And you can watch any of my previous videos to learn that I did have a vehicular accident on August 1st. And I got some money from that. And that money helped me get through what I was going through with the unemployment. And literally, that's what savings is for. And that money turned out to be a good time to get that money. They say you never know what life is going to lead you to. And that is very true. Having that accident gave me that like $9,000 to survive. And here I am with a new job. I have $2,000 left because I had to pay rent and bills and everything. But yeah, here I am. And, I started this job actually last week, and I've been eating out for lunch every day and breakfast too. And that can be really pricey. You spend $10 for breakfast, $15, $20 for lunch every single day. That catches up to you a lot. I think this last week I worked my first time back at work, working in downtown Manhattan. So I had a lot of options for food, but I was spending maybe $15, $16 for lunch every day. Then, $10 to $12 for breakfast, getting my Starbucks, which I absolutely did not need. So let's say I'm spending $30 a day, 5 days a week. That's $150 in 1 week just for breakfast and lunch. Now, some people may say that's not a lot. It adds up. That's $600 a month for breakfast and lunch. That can't happen. I can't continue doing that. Thankfully, that's all I really spent my money on was food. And honestly, my job has snacks and oatmeal and stuff. I don't even have to buy tea. I don't have to buy coffee. I don't have to buy snacks because they have them all at work. So what am I doing? Why am I buying food? Yes, it's convenient. Yes, it gives me a little bit of comfort, but there's no reason to do that. And, even though I'm doing those things, there's no shame in it, but I realize I need to rebuild my savings so I can design a much better future for myself. 2026, I have 4 weeks of vacation I want to take. 1 week to Hawaii, 2 weeks to the Plain States so we can finish up this map of the U.S. And I'd like to also take my daughter away for a week just to reconnect with her. In the summer, she'll be home from college, and it's a good time for us to really chat and have a great time. So I want to enter 2026 in a better place, and I just really want to not just survive. I want to be free to do what I want to do. So this challenge, this no spend season, is not about restriction. It's about getting my future self back. So I'm going to say what the no spend challenge is not. It is not about punishing myself. It's not about deprivation. It's not about forcing myself to live small or to suffer. It is also not about trying to prove anything to anyone. What it is a reset of my mindset, of my wallet. It is a form of practicing awareness of how I spend money. It is a way to ground myself in my spending, to force myself to really think about things and really focus on rebuilding my future. It's about creating stability, and it's a chance to invest in my future self, in my future life. I not only want money for travel, but I want to put money back into my emergency fund and have that in case unemployment hits me yet again. So now let's talk about the rules. Things I can spend on freely because I have to. That would be rent, any utility bills, credit card bills, anything that is owed, I will be spending. Groceries, I will buy really purposeful groceries. I'm going to write out shopping lists, write out my plan for my menus, writing out the recipes if I need to, just so I can buy the food I need and not just stuff I think I might want to have. Essential household items, toothpaste, dish soap, shampoo, conditioner. Those are things I need to use. And those are things I can't go without. Transportation, gas. I don't need gas at the moment because I don't have a car, but that hopefully will change very soon. Transportation, I need to buy the Omni card more and stop tapping my debit card for my my transportation for the MTA to get on the train or bus. I really don't like doing that. I feel really, I feel really crappy tapping my card. It doesn't feel safe. So I want to use the Omni card more. prepay it, so this way I don't have to worry about that. Also, medical emergency needs. Of course, you have emergency needs. You spend the money. It's not even a question. Also, anything pre-planned that I am already committed to, which is zero. I don't have anything currently pre-planned. I don't currently have anything that is on the table. I don't party. I'm not going to any Christmas events or anything like that. I am. I don't have any of that planned. I don't have any birthdays planned that I have to worry about. My daughter's birthday's not in April. Mine is in March. So yeah, right now there's nothing I have to really think about as far as events. So that's great. But if I had anything, I would definitely spend on it. Things I'm not allowed to spend money on: impulse purchases such as clothing, accessories, shoes, nothing like that. No home decor, nothing aesthetically unnecessary. No random Amazon purchases. If I need supplies like shampoo, conditioner, I may use Amazon specifically because it can be cheaper. I'm trying not to shop from Amazon, but it's just not working. It's really not. Beauty products, when I have alternatives, yes, I like to have the fancy shampoos and conditioners, but if I already have some or I can get them cheaper, I am going to stick to the cheaper products for a while. Takeout. I generally don't order Uber when I'm home, which is good. I usually only have it on the weekends, but that adds up to quite a bit. I also don't eat out when I'm home. I don't go too often. I have, in the last couple of weeks, been eating a lot of fast food, which is generally I don't eat McDonald's all that much, maybe once every 2 weeks. But I know the last week before I started this new job, I was eating McDonald's a lot. I don't know why, it just was. I'm going to stop doing that because, again, I'm going to be cooking. Hobby supplies I don't actively need. At this moment, I don't need any hobby supplies. The only thing I might need to buy is a book, depending on when I finish the book I have. There is one more book I want to purchase, so if I can purchase it before December 1st, that'll be great. And that's pretty much that. If something I need runs out, I will purchase a replacement if I don't have something acceptable that I can use, but that's it. If there are things I really, really want, but I don't need, I'm going to put it on a buy later list that I will keep on my phone, probably on my notes app, or actually in my, what do we call it? Notion. I have a shopping list in Notion, so I might put it on there, but I'm not going to buy anything. Guys, I'm interrupting your regularly scheduled program to say I don't think I like what I did to the room. I put the bed at an angle because I wanted more space, and I didn't want the bed up against the wall originally. Now I'm thinking that's the only thing that's gonna work because this place looks a lot smaller now. Let me show you. This place looks so much smaller now with the bed like this, and it just feels smaller and not cluttered, but it just feels smaller. That goes there very well. I think it's perfect there. Out of the way, no problems. I don't have to worry about bumping into it. My desk and chair are gonna go here. I think that's perfect because it's gonna be looking out the window. Great. But the bed is a problem. It just feels so small in here now. So I think I'm going to just do what I didn't want to do, and I'm going to put the bed up against the wall. So yeah, it just feels wrong. And I really wanted to save space on the other side of the bed, but it doesn't really make sense at this point. So in preparation for this quiet, dry, no spend season, I am starting to declutter everything I have. You can see me going through my toiletries and things here. I am going to be checking out my pantry, seeing what I need to load up on. I will be taking a trip to BJ's to get as much stuff as possible. Unfortunately, my freezer is very small, so I can't load up for the whole season, but I will be able to buy a bunch of things that I can prep. I will be getting toilet paper towels, things like that before I shop. And I'm going to do a big one, and I'll take you guys along with me with that for that one. I'm also, like I said before, I'm going to be creating meals I'm going to make over and over, buying food items that will work for a lot of different types of meals, such as ground beef, large portions of chicken parts, things like that, so I can have things to make and I won't have to go out. Also having like really good snacks. There are times I want a burger. That's why I've been going to McDonald's so often. And there are times I just want a quarter pounder with cheese. Making sure I have those things in the freezer that I can make quickly, defrost and make quickly. That's really important, and that's going to save me from going to the store. I'm going to make a list of things that I need to buy. I already started it. I put it on my whiteboard that's on the door as I leave the house. I began putting things I need to buy before the end of November, so this way I don't have to buy anything else for the next 3 months. It's gonna be really just making sure I have everything that I need. I don't want to spend on things that are just trendy or impulse purchase. I really need to plan. So that's how I'm going to be doing that. What I hope to gain from this? Well, I really want to give myself space to not feel like I have to go shopping all the time. Of course, I'm going to have to get fresh vegetables, and I will have to buy more meat and things like that. But I'm hoping that those trips are few and far between. I'm hoping that I won't have to go to the supermarket maybe once every 2 weeks. And this will give me a chance to not be tapping my card constantly and just let my bank account just breathe, because it's constant in and out, in, out. It's enough. I also want to gain a sense of stability. Having money in the bank and not running around to markets or in stores all the time is really going to bring me a bit of peace. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking for the excitement of watching my savings grow. That's going to be fun. Watching it grow up and up and up over 3 months is going to be really awesome. All, of course, hoping that I can stay gainfully employed over this period of time. I also want to be confident in the fact that I can control my spending. I have at times had good control over my spending, but I've had more times where I wasn't in control. I was too emotional and bought things out of just needing to fulfill some sort of emotional need. I am not in that place anymore. I already know that I'm not in that place, but being confident in knowing that I'm not in that place and that I can control my spending is really important. And I'm looking forward to just seeing what the results are. Also, just in the fact of wanting less and enjoying life more without extreme consumerism. I've already changed a lot of the things in the past. I had to have fancy things, but for the most part, I don't need that anymore. I'm okay with cheap things, especially when it comes to clothes, things like that. What I've done in the last couple of months is really get my house together so I will be comfortable in it and feel happy to be here, because there were times I lived in the past where I just did not like where I lived. I hated being there. But I really love my apartment. And so I've spent a lot of time and energy getting it into a place that it is comfortable. I'm going to be buying this month a few more things, switching over from my fall to winter decor. And these are things I will save for future years. I do not want to have to buy anything else next year for fall or winter. So it's not disposable decor. This is stuff I'm going to keep for a long time. And so I'm going to spend a little money getting my decor up for the winter season and being happy with that. Not changing my decor every month. I know, and we have Christmas. I'm not buying Christmas stuff. I'm buying winter stuff. So that'll last all throughout winter. I'm not going to be getting Valentine's Day stuff. None of that stuff. So I don't have to worry about that. And just making my home comfortable, knowing I'm going to be here more, is just really important to me. And it is an investment, I think, in my apartment. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. But also just being in my place. I'm going to be reading a lot more. I'm going to be, doing some crafts. I have my scrapbook I still have to work on. I know Animal Crossing 3.0 comes out on January 15th, so I know I'll be playing that. I have things I can do in my home when the weather is just too cold or snowy and crappy outside. I know I'm going to not want to be outside. Therefore, I have things in my home that I'm comfortable doing. And I'm looking forward to that. All the videos I will be putting out. So yeah, enjoying being home more, wanting to spend less. That's all going to be things I gain from this little challenge here. So now, if any part of this resonated with you, I invite you to join me on this. You can do your own version. You can adjust your own rules. This is about intention. It's not about perfection. I'll be checking in throughout the winter. I don't know how often, maybe once every few weeks. Just sharing what's working, what's difficult, what's changing. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to follow along on this. But the no spend winter starts for me December 1st, and it will end on February 28th. I know a lot of people are like, wait, what about the holidays? Like I said in the beginning, I don't have a lot of people to purchase things for. I'm not a big Christmas holiday fan, so I don't need to worry about that. If that's a big part of what you're doing, but you want to do a no spend winter, you can wait until January and start January 1st and go to the end of winter, which is officially March 19th or March 20th. So you can go for that time. That would be what, 45 days. About 2 months. That'll be about a month and less than 2 months, a month and a half to 2 months. If you want to do that, that's perfectly fine too. But I know for me, I don't care about that. So it's all good. I will do another video before this no spend officially starts for me. I will do a prep video, go through my cabinets, my pantry, figure out what I need to buy, and take you shopping with me to Best Buy to get everything I need. Not Best Buy, I'm sorry, BJ's to get everything I need. And that will be the start of that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are inspired to try something new, maybe something you haven't tried before. And I will catch you guys next time. See you on Wednesday.